Grits and balls.
Roberto's on his game today.
Man, look at this guy.
Kenny didn't want us to do anything political today, and Roberto's on fire.
It is. It's perfect. Also, I heard a couple of the questionable. I told Roberto, green light them all. Also, I know, David, you had a couple special requests. We put those in. So, look, we're having fun with Election Day, and by fun, it means we ain't talking about Election Day. We're putting sports propositions out there. So, for the Michigan fans, we have Proposition M, and it's simple. Your first halves are becoming a real problem. And I just want to know, if you're voting yes on Prop M, it means you're concerned. You're concerned that you're down to Rutgers or 13-7 against State, tied against Indiana. You know, again, you see what it takes to win a national title. Like, Georgia comes out and it's a blitzkrieg on Tennessee. You've had two games that you were allegedly hyped up for. Penn State, don't tell me you weren't, and the Michigan State game. You were out for blood. Yeah, I mean, you were out for blood. And your first halves were whatever. Sorry. Yeah. So my question is, if you're voting yes on Prop M, you're concerned. If you're voting no, you're not. I want to introduce another prop.
Are you a racist? Do you hate Mexicans?
Simply stunning. That's a political ad somewhere. Okay?
Wait, I could just see the think tank. How do we start this ad?
Right. What's going to give us an edge?
Maybe we
coming
talk
up
about
in the
your
midterms.
Let's talk about your experience. No. Your education. No.
No, I've got something better.
Something that really pops.
Are you a racist? Do you hate Mexicans?
Do you know the worst part?
What?
That's from Ohio.
Are you serious?
That's not even from some far-flung state like New Mexico or something.
I thought this was like Texas or New Mexico, Arizona.
Man, the only thing Ohio's a border to, it's the bridge to Kentucky.
The guy named J.D. Vance.
Let's not do names. I don't think that's a good idea. But you can play
I'm
it.
almost.
Actually,
where does this go now? Now it's a party.
I love the way he says it though. It's almost like he's a bad radio host. Do you like candy bars?
Right. I thought this was a southern state. Like, okay, we got to deal with the border.
Louisiana.
That's really no border. It's just water. But I get what you're saying.
I believe in Jesus, guns, and babies.
South. That's all I was.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's no racists in Louisiana. I grew up down there. Good, wholesome people.
Yeah, we're going to move right along.
They love their sugar cane.
Okay, then let's.
And their jambalaya and the family.
Okay. Just tell me when you're done. Here's another prop.
Fifi.
I quit.
Okay. Mike, you had that at the Fifi yet?
How? You want me to go into some soliloquy about Proposition 16, the Jared Goff measure?
Yes.
Okay.
And wants to eliminate life sentences for murderers. That's just crazy.
You can't keep playing these drops if you don't expect commentary.
All right. Let's get it together.
Okay.
So Prop M is out there. Prop 16. Right here, right now. Are you voting to keep Jared Goff in office? Are you a Lions fan that is accepting of Jared Goff, albeit as a middling quarterback, as your quarterback? That you don't like the college class? That you don't want to wait 3 years for a rookie? That you believe that when J-Mo gets back and when Swift gets healthy and when they spend more money on the defense, that Jared Goff can lead this organization in the right direction? You're voting yes on Prop 16 if you want Jared Goff to be your quarterback next year. It's the very equivalent of a midterm. Jared Goff, vote yes if you want him back. Vote no if you want to go with the contender. And we don't even know who it is. It would simply be anyone not named Goff. Proposition 16.
Write-in candidate.
Right. And again, is it Bryce Young? Is it Will Levis? Is it Hendon Hooker? Who is it exactly? Is it C.J. Stroud? Who? You may not have an opportunity to get any of those. So do you dance with the devil who brought you?
You get Hendon Hooker, but yeah.
Prop 16. 248-539-9797.
That's got a $30 million millage attached to it.
Right. Right. Budget constraints.
Right.
248-539-9797. Rico, I start with you on Proposition 16. How do you vote?
I vote no.
Oh, my God.
I vote no.
You were the ultimate Goff supporter.
I know. But you know what? He came out and he asked me, was I racist?
Come on.
That's the funniest drop. No, after the first few games, I thought maybe they had something. I'm looking at him now, and he's regressing. Each game, it looks like he's getting worse. When you have to start making excuses and allowances and, well, maybe this, that, you don't have it. You should just let it go and take your chances someplace else. You got the draft capital. You got picks. You got money in free agency. You're going to have to find a quarterback eventually to lead this team. If Jared Goff is not the quarterback of the future, Mike, then just go ahead and cut bait now and move forward.
You would rather go to an unknown future.
ABG.
Okay. And you have gone from Goff is your man to ABG, anyone but Goff.
Well, because of the $30 million millage attached to this proposal.
What if it is like a presidential candidate, and whether you're on the left or the right throughout history, where the first half of the term there have been some circumstances, the second half will get this thing turned around. You don't think Goff can turn around his term?
No, because unfortunately you're in a dangerous situation because you have a coach that's not really helping you out.
Right,
you
but
have
he's
a coach
the
that's
CEO of Grits and Balls Bar and Grill.
Well, maybe he can sell you a restaurant. And you can have a chain of them.
What do you
in
think is the more
California.
marketable one, though? Grits and Balls Bar and Grill, or my concept of Just Balls, the beachside meatball bar you never knew you needed?
You know what? Here's the thing. In this city, Grits and Balls would be like that mom spaghetti. It would be a line wrapped around the building.
Okay. Noted. I had to ask.
Oh, my. Especially if they sold swag, too. I mean, everybody would have their social media accounts. I make Grits and Balls, man.
Yes, they have tobacco juice braised meatballs.
Every waiter and waitress would be like, I'm Diane, man.
Welcome in, man.
Right. You want that chicken, man?
David, Prop 16. How do you vote?
Well, this is a clear no on Prop 16. I've already buried the man for 2 weeks. He's been buried. He's been 6 feet under in my world, so it's a definite no for me. He has not improved. He has not gotten any better, even a little bit.
I mean, and the unfortunate part, Mike, he doesn't have anybody that's making him better.
Which is why, with a better cabinet, could Jared Goff be the leader we need?
Probably, but that would be another proposal that's not on the ballot right now. You didn't give me that proposal. If you would have gave me proposal D or proposal C.
It's only Goff.
No, but it's part of voting that if you believe in the candidate and you believe he can turn it around, you vote yes on Prop 16 because you know he will have a better cast, that J-Mo will be here, that they will address the running.
I'm talking about the head man. I don't think that you have somebody that can make him better. Like, I look at what the situation in Miami with the head coach, Tua, sky is the limit with him, so long as he stays healthy. I don't feel that same way here with Dan Campbell. So that's why I'm like, yeah, knowing that who's still in office, no, it'll never work out.
248-539-9797. Kenny, how do you vote on Prop 16? Man.
Yeah, I vote no on Prop 16. I'm all about moving on to the next quarterback, and if that means axing Dan Campbell on the way, that's fine with me. Dan Campbell has proven enough to me in the past, 8 games that he's not the guy. Every single week we're talking about a mistake this guy makes, dating back to last year when he started. So, yeah, no, if it means axing Dan Campbell, I'm fine with it.
Wow.
I think I'm fully out.
People, is anyone voting yes on Prop 16? Because here's what I'm going to tell you. If you vote no, you are going into the wilderness for leadership.
No way, Jose.
Is that an actual political ad? Or is that just Roberto having fun with me?
My message to Biden. No way, Jose.
Oh, my God in heaven. We are living idiocracy.
You
we
know
really
what?
are.
Not where I thought he was going. I thought he was going to pair that up with the other ad, and I was just like, yeah.
No, Roberto has. This is a new
David got
disciplined
it.
Roberto. My point is, if you vote no, you don't know who your leader's going to be. You don't know if it'll be better, worse, the same. And here's the worst part. You're not going to know for years. Because the odds are, if you don't vote Jared Goff back in, you're taking a rookie QB or someone who's failed somewhere else. Because no candidate who's really highly qualified wants to be here. So think this over. Now, I am being a little bit of a devil's advocate, but I think it's important for the topic. It's easy to vote no on surface. It's like voting no and people one way or the other on taxes or one way or the other. And it's like, well, did you read the fine print? Read the fine print on Prop 16, the Jared Goff measure. That's not a political ad. That's John from Kansas City in that auto commercial. Now, come on. Stick to the plan here. David, ticket text on Prop 16.
Yeah, I like this answer. Yes on 16, if Campbell sticks around, he'd ruin a rookie. So he's only voting yes because Campbell would ruin a rookie.
Okay.
The Tiny Hands attack ads was too much, so no on Prop 16. Prop 16 is tough. I vote yes. Keep them and build everywhere else. I am falling out of love with this QB class, and I feel like if this regime is the regime going to be the regime is going to be successful, it's with a veteran QB, Sam and GR.
David, I'm leaning that direction because A, they're not going to get the number one pick. They've now effed that up by beating Green Bay, which was a game we all circled as a loss. Who am I taking? And remember, Brad Holmes has shown no ability to recruit anyone here. Now, he might be able to, but he hasn't shown it yet. What quarterback do you think you're going to get? If I were offering Proposition Kyler right now, you want that contract? You want that player? You want to give up the 3 first-round picks it's going to take? You're not voting yes on that. So then you end up in the land of the Garoppolos and the Cousins and the Goffs. I'm telling you, I think this proposition needs more consideration from the voters.
But see, here's where I don't think you can just lump Goff in there because, Mike, those other quarterbacks have gone to the playoffs and done things. Goff hasn't.
He went to a Super Bowl.
And then he moved on.
Right, I'm just factually speaking,